Today we have a little friend because someone couldn't be separated with me for more than 2 seconds. So we have a friend with us. Say hi to Cosette. Say hi. But basically, this house honestly gives the vibe of the name Cosette, so I'm glad. I did some research on the types of houses and what they're called. I think this is a Victorian era house. But if it's not, let me know, because honestly, I don't know. But let's get into it. Okay, so this is the house. Look, as I said, I think it's Victorian. I could be entirely wrong because I did some research on, it wasn't even for this house. It was mainly because I want to build an array of styles of houses. And obviously to do that, I need to know what kind of houses are which. So it was kind of that kind of research, but it really is hard to know. I mean, I don't study architecture, I don't know, so I have to look up on like Wikipedia or things like that, just styles of houses to build or know. And there's no way for me to, I'm sure the most surefire way of looking it up would be to kind of look up what characteristics are known for Victorian. The thing is, I know it's definitely around the Victorian era. I don't think it's Elizabethan, and I don't think it's Jacobean. I don't know how to pronounce it. Jacobean? Maybe Jacobean. I don't know. So I think it's Victorian, but I'm not really sure. So that's kind of the vibe we're going with. But I built this house a while ago. As with all my houses that I'm doing speed builds for right now, I built them somewhat of a time ago. But I do really like this house. Now, the issue I had with it was I was really tossing up between, should the interior be older, like within the style that the outside of the house is, or should it be renewed and be like more modern? So I kind of stayed with the older stuff, but the way I would play with this house, or I would say that I built this house to play with, is that the house is older style and the furniture is also older style, but the family who moved in are in the modern times. So while they haven't changed a lot, they did, in their bedrooms, it's not really older style. It's still kind of fits, but it's not exactly, if you know what I mean, because I didn't really know how to do it, and I just, I don't think I put computers or anything in this house, and if I did, I don't remember doing it, so that was definitely the vibe I was going with, and it kind of reminded me, I went to this one place when I was younger, I don't really know what it's called, but it's like, I'm sure they have them everywhere, but it's like an older style house, like it's from the time, and there's like actors who like play like the maids and like the butlers of people who would have lived there. It's kind of like, it's like an ultimate theater kid kind of vibe, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just kind of like a interactive experience. I don't know, we went when I was younger with like primary school and stuff, so that's what happened. I can't exactly remember the name of it, and not that I'd want to give it out, just in case. I actually don't think the one I went to exists anymore, personally, but, I'm sure they're everywhere. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know what they're called. I know they have a name, I've heard of it before, but it's just like older style, like, it's like a little show, but it's like interactive, that kind of vibe. But yeah, and I also just wanted to say how much I appreciate you guys commenting on my videos. I have been obviously responding to all the comments. If you commented, you would have gotten a response from me. Usually, sometimes when people just comment one word, I'll just like be like hi or like thank you. But usually they're in depth. I obviously want to interact with you guys as much as I can, and I love interacting with you guys so much. It's so like fun to have comments. It really makes my day. Especially, I want to point out someone, I don't know if the person still watches, but they commented, they were one of my first comments actually, and they commented about how much they love my personality or something along those lines, and I took a screenshot and I looked at it I look at it pretty much daily. It really made like, oh, I'm about to cry, and like I shouldn't be, but it's not that serious. It's never been that serious, and it never will be that serious. But it just made me like really, happy to see that people enjoy what I'm doing. I never started this channel, oh, this is not the way I thought this video was gonna go. I didn't start this channel to get famous by any means, and I did actually start YouTube with the intention of streaming on Twitch and just posting the VODs onto YouTube. And then I still stream sometimes, and I'm trying to more. But streaming was just a bit hard for me to get my head around. It's just, I think now that I've got a mic and I've got my head more around everything, it'll be better. But you know, streaming was way too hard, and I found YouTube more fun to film videos when I could and edit them and upload them, and for everyone to see, you know, how I felt about it, because I've watched YouTube for pretty much my entire life, you know, and I love YouTube so much. It's provided so much comfort to me. Maybe not comfort the right word, but you know, it's hard growing up when you don't have a lot of friends, you know, and obviously I had some friends growing up, all that, but it's hard feeling lonely. And YouTube for me when I was growing up was like, you know, those people are like not a replacement for friends, but it just feels like an extra person you have there. And even though you don't know them, it's a bit of a parasocial relationship, you know, but even if you don't know them, they're still there. And if you had a hard day, you know, you watch their videos, whatever. And then so that's what YouTube was for me growing up. And then I decided to start this channel because in Australia, you have a massive break between high school and uni, I think. I don't know if it's the same in other countries. You have about a 3 to 4 month break between them. And about month 2 of that break, I was so like, I have nothing to do. There's no schoolwork to do. Year 12 in Australia is really like, it's kind of, they always say it's a sprint. It's not a marathon, or it's a marathon, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, you know, brace yourself. But you do a lot of work and you do a lot of stuff, and then you're just gonna get hit with nothingness and you've got nothing to do for 4 months, you know. You obviously don't have pre-work for uni, maybe some people do, I did not. So I had nothing to do, and I was playing Minecraft every day, I was playing The Sims pretty much every day, and I texted my friend and I was like, oh, I'd love to be a streamer, you know, that would be so fun just to be a streamer, because I started watching a lot of streams because I had the time to, and also the streamers I watch are not in my time zone, so it was easier to stay up and watch them in that time, you know, that was happening. And so I just texted her, I was like, I would love to do streaming. She was like, you should, like, you'd be great at it. And I was like, oh, maybe I should. So I started researching, you know, and I started streaming, and then I started a YouTube channel, and I found that more fun. And honestly, I don't know if anyone's going to be like into this rant, but maybe you don't want to hear about this. Maybe you just want to watch the house. Honestly, you can just mute me if you want. But I started it, and then I found, you know, a lot of joy and comfort in making videos. It was something to do when I had nothing to do. And editing, also, I learnt a lot with editing. I never knew how to edit. I've always been pretty bad with technology. Still am, if you see me editing my videos. But it provided a lot to do. And now seeing the comments, people being like, oh, I love your work, you know, I don't want to say criticism, because it's not criticism in a way that like you suck or anything. It's like, you could do this better. And it's like, it's really nice. Like, guys, keep it coming. Because I obviously have a long way to go. I have a long way to improve. I have a lot to learn. And sometimes it's hard to learn things when people don't point out what's wrong with your videos. If like, I would have never even thought about turning the grid off. Obviously it's on in this video, but as I said in one of my previous videos, I will be turning it off as soon as I'm done with all the speed builds that I've already filmed, that I already have it on. I would have never even thought about that. Even though I watch Sims videos daily, it's not saying I would have thought about it. But now that someone commented, I was like, why didn't I think of that? That's so smart. So now that's what I'm going to do to improve my videos. So honestly, if you have a criticism for me, I don't want to call it a criticism because it's not in the way that people generally think of it. If you have something that you think I could improve on, let me know. But just receiving any comment, it makes my day. You know, waking up, seeing the little notification bell thingy that I have that, you know, it tells me you got a comment. It makes my day when I wake up and see that. And I post daily, so, you know, when I wake up and see that someone has liked my video or it's been received well, it just makes my day. So anyway, that was my little rant on this build. So we're almost done the downstairs of the build, and I basically modeled this kitchen after the house that I was telling you about that I went to, the way that people play the maids and stuff. This is that kitchen based off that. And I think I actually put like a mail, you know, the apartment like letterboxes. I think I put that in the kitchen. It's meant to be like when they put like their garbage or something. I think I did. I might have taken it out and I might have just edited it out of the speed build. So if it's not there, you know, maybe I'm just forgetting things. But I thought that was kind of cool. And this is a little sunroom. The sunroom took me so long because I couldn't decide on a carpet. I literally texted like 7 of my friends and I was like, what rug do you think works in this room? And you probably see that in the speed build. I think I kept it in, but I just like couldn't figure out a rug to put in the room, and it was like, you know, but I found one, I liked it. Probably would have ended up with one of the cottage living ones if I hadn't found that Realm of Magic, and I think it would have been fine. But, you know, also, it wouldn't be a speed build without me turning the cheats on. I really have to start editing that out, because why do I keep doing that? I don't know. But also, a lot of packs are in this build. I am so sorry for using literally pretty much, it's not every single pack. I think I mainly use Paranormal, Realm of Magic. Any of the packs that include like older sort of items, I think I used. Honestly, because it just fit the vibe. Also, Cottage Living, I used a lot of Cottage Living. It could definitely be done without those. If you still want to download it and replace things or do whatever you want to do with it, you absolutely can. It's up to you. But yeah, sorry, I did use a lot of build. I do try and not use a lot of packs in my builds, but this one I just really wanted to, because I felt like it would have, with it just doing base game, I felt like, oh, there's also a lot of high school years in this specific room. I don't think it's used much anywhere else, so I'm sorry about that, but I felt like the girl just needed some high school years kind of makeup stuff and things. Like, because as I said, it's like a modern family moving into this house, so there's still like the old furniture, but they brought some of their stuff with them, you know? And maybe I don't think I included a computer, so yeah, maybe I got rid of it. I think that was like my internal debate. Should I include a computer? Obviously, if you download this house, it's probably to your benefit to include a computer, but just for building it, I felt like it wasn't really going to add much. It was also probably going to add a lot of money to the price of the house, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and then this is, so it's a parent's bedroom, or it can be, okay, it's four beds, but they're all double beds. And one of the bedrooms is shared. So I thought of it like parents, a teenage girl, and two younger boys. Maybe not twins. I thought maybe it could be twins, maybe it's not twins. Obviously, I think a lot of the rooms in this house could be turned into bedrooms. Also, this is a neat little trick. I am going to make a tips and tricks video, but if you have Dream Home Decorator and you can't put something, you want something on the shelf and it doesn't, it's like you can't get it the exact height with like using the 9 trick. If you don't know, if you press, I think it's Control and you press 9, it might be Command, which I don't know if that's it on all keyboards. I have a Mac keyboard, so sometimes they're a little different. I think it's Command and 9, you can make things go up, and if it's Command and 0, you can make things go down. It's a nifty little trick, but if that doesn't work, so you can't get the exact height, you can use the Dream Home Decorator shelves, and you just place them at the height of your shelf and then kind of move it along. It works. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it's a little finicky, and you can also use the tool mod, so that's a helpful little mod that you can use. You can have the exact tool mod is really good for people who are really into building. Hello, Cosette. It's really good for people who are really into building, because you can change the literal like direction of items. It's very advanced. I don't use it. Well, not advanced. You could definitely use it if you're a beginner. It's probably not that hard. Just when I try to use it, it is quite hard. So I prefer not to use a tool mod. I prefer to just use in-game cheats and things like that. Don't have anything against mods. I find them just harder to use personally. I might start using the tool mod though, because I think it could help with some of the things I want to do, but I honestly would have to watch a lot of tutorials, because I'm not good, as I said just before, I'm not good with technology at all. It's not my strong point. You know, most young people, it is their strong point. Mine, it's not. I'm really not good with tech. Even like, as I said in one of my videos, my microphone, I didn't understand any of like what I had to learn for it. Like the specifics of what I had to learn to figure out which one was going to be best to buy. So I just searched up best microphone for YouTubers and watched like a video or two. I actually looked up for streamers, because microphones, usually if they're good for streaming, they're good for recording. I think at least to the level you want them to be, because streamers, usually audio quality is something that's very important for streaming. More so than video quality. So that's what I looked up, and I found it, and that's how I have my microphone. And I think I'm gonna do the same when I buy a webcam. I do have a camera. So this is the thing, I want to start recording my videos on my camera. I have a camera, it's next to me. I don't really want to pull it out because it is in a drawer with a bunch of stuff, but I have a camera, I have a tripod. I don't know how to use those things to film videos, so maybe if someone has expertise and could let me know in the comments, or I also have my Instagram linked in the bio, so if you know and you would be interested in helping me learning how to set that up or something, maybe just DM me or something like that. Whatever, if you don't want it, that's fine, but I'll figure it out one day. But I think my camera quality is kind of okay from what I'm using right now, so you know, hello Cos, you want to say goodbye to everyone? So I think that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that build, and I hope you guys have a lovely day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and we will see you later. Bye.